Welcome back to Stoner Watch Movie Review. Today we're going to be doing a movie review of The Irishman. Now, if you have not watched The Irishman, go over on Netflix, watch it. It's 3.5 hours. You're going to be there for a little bit and come back and then we'll have a big, huge, long discussion on what we just watched. All right? With that being said, you've been warned. Now, in the description, it says The Irishman, also titled on screen as I Heard You Paint Houses, is a 2019 American epic crime film directed and produced by Martin Scorsese. It's written by Steven Zaillian, based on the 2004 book I Heard You Paint Houses by Charles Brandt. It had a budget of $159 million. Its box office was $7.5 million. Its Rotten Tomato score was 96%. Audience score was 86%. Now, this movie is starring Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Ray Romano, Bobby Cannavale, Anna Paquin, Stephen Graham, Stephanie Kurtzuba, and Jesse Plemons, and Harvey Keitel. Now, in the description, more so, it says the film follows Frank Sheeran, a truck driver who becomes a hitman involved with a mobster, Russell Bufalino, and his crime family, including his time working for the powerful Teamster Jimmy Hoffa. Now, my overall thoughts on this movie, that it was pretty good. It was long. I did this thing in increments. I started off watching it lunch at work and what have you, so I did like an hour and a half of it at work, half-hour increments and what have you, and then I watched the rest of it yesterday. And again, I think it was pretty good. I think it was kind of long. It was like 3.5 hours and what have you, and it didn't really kill it at the box office, but they mainly released it so it would qualify for the Oscars and what have you. So, I don't know. I don't think they were worried about making its money back, which I think is kind of weird. And the CG, the aging stuff that they were using that everybody was talking about was okay and stuff like that. And then there was the fight scene that De Niro was beating. He was like younger and he was beating somebody up, but he wasn't really moving like a younger person and what have you. But again, I thought the movie was good. I thought it was kind of long. And I can't remember. I think it was last week or the week before I was listening to somebody's review of the movie, and they said there was like 45 minutes of this movie that you could cut out, and it really wouldn't hurt the movie at all. I kind of agree with that. Now, I don't know which those parts would be. I mean, there were some parts in it that didn't seem kind of a little too long, a little repetitive, and what have you. I thought it was kind of cool and creepy at the same time that you would see a new person coming down on the screen, what have you, and there would be some interaction between him and the other actors, and then all of a sudden there'd be like a text on the screen saying like basically how he died, 3 shots to the head, blah 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 type kind of thing. Like I said, that was cool and creepy at the same time, a little bit. And I thought that Pacino did a pretty good job as Hoffa. I mean, about the same, if not a little bit better than Jack Nicholson's portrayal of Jimmy Hoffa and what have you. I mean, I kind of like them both. I bought them both as Jimmy Hoffa really, and what have you. I mean, Robert De Niro's character, I mean, yeah, it was like based on a real guy and stuff like that, but it's like the same kind of character that Robert De Niro plays in a lot of these type of movies and what have you. I kind of like Casino and Goodfellas more so, even though those are also kind of like based on somewhat true stories, I guess, and what have you. So I don't know. I mean, I did like it. And it was enjoyable, but it was a long-ass movie. Again, I did it in intervals and what have you, so I don't know. Did you see The Irishman? What'd you think? Was it cool to see Joe Pesci come back? He came out of retirement for this one. So, overall, I thought it was pretty damn good. It was a little long and what have you, so I mean, I'm kind of glad I didn't go see it in the theaters because it's 3.5 hours long. I barely made it through Endgame, and that was just 2 minutes over 3 hours. What have you. So I don't know. Somebody was at work last week was saying that they heard that that they're making movies longer now. With seeing how expensive that it does cost to go to these movies, what have you, I kind of can see their point. So like maybe if it's 3 hours long, it's worth the $15. So I don't know, 15 or 2. You know what I picked? I picked wait for it to come out on Netflix, which I already paid for. So I don't know. Did you see The Irishman? Did you see it in the theater? Did you watch it on Netflix like I did? Did you watch it in increments like I did? Let me know in the comments down below. Was it cool to see Joe Pesci coming out of retirement? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe and click on that bell. You can be notified every time we drop another video. See you next time, people. Peace.